Hey, Radiant Souls, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Heather. I am an intuitive counselor, author, artist, animal communicator, energy healer for pets and people, channeler and medium, and I'm on a mission to empower and embolden others to connect with their divine radiant light and honor the sacred connection with all life. I often work with my team of guides who are in the spirit realm as well as multiple dimensions. And if that freaks you out, this probably isn't the video for you. But if you're interested, keep watching because today we have a channeled message. My team has been sharing some beautiful images, and there's actually a little activity or exercise for us to explore that they share with us within the channeled message as well. And they've been sharing this with me for the past couple of days. This is the first time I've had a chance to sit down in one space and kind of bring it through for you. So I hope that you enjoy it. And I'll be back at the end to connect back in and chat about it for a little bit. So enjoy the channeled message that you see coming up right now. Hello, bright and beautiful beings. We would speak to you today about your peace, P-I-E-C-E, of peace, P-E-A-C-E. How is it possible to expect the world around you to not be spinning in some form of discomfort? Some of you may say chaos. If you cannot find the stillness within yourselves, and many of you do this very well, many of you do this very well circumstantially, and we would say to you, this is a time to develop your ability to maintain your own sense of calm in a non-circumstantial manner. For this is where not only do you find peace, P-E-A-C-E, but you also find what you would call your flow state. You would find your creativity. And we do not mean for that to be specific to artistic endeavors. For creativity is very helpful for problem solving, and this is a time on your planet and in many of your lives, individually, collectively, where there are things which require solutions. And have you ever had the experience of really trying, putting in effort to solve something only to meet with much frustration? And then when you step away from the problem and stop thinking about it, the solution appears. This is what many of you can cultivate in a way that would happen much more frequently for you. And that is part of what we would classify or call or categorize your inner peace, P-E-A-C-E. And if you use your inner peace, P-E-A-C-E, as a piece, P-I-E-C-E, of the whole of the world, of the planet, of the universe, think what a beautiful contribution that can be. For you then hold a specific frequency that allows for those solutions to present themselves. For it is not that the solution does not exist. It is not that the challenges in your world are hopeless or helpless. It is a matter of magnetizing your frequency to be able to find them. So if you are holding a frequency of panic, fear, chaos, frustration, anger, even if it is within you for what you would deem a worthy cause. Perhaps someone cut you off in traffic. Perhaps someone has treated you poorly. Perhaps you have treated yourself in a way that you are not proud of. Perhaps you have observed something that has, as you would say, triggered you. This is a time to be aware of and mindful of your quick reactions. What card are you quick to deal off the top of the deck when you react to anything in your world? Whether it is the minor frustrations or the major ones. We are not asking you to come into a state of inaction. We're asking you to come into a state of embodied, integrated gravity and peace. So when you face the minor frustration in life, what is your first action, your reaction? Is it to flip someone off? Is it to utter a cuss word? Is it to instead laugh and say, oh, here is somewhere I can do some work. Here is somewhere I can be surprised and find a solution. Here is somewhere I can reach into the very depth of me and bring my frequency to this. I am invited to co-create in this way. What if you looked at every obstacle, every frustration as an opportunity to create? For that is what it is. But you've not been reminded of this frequently. It is a reactionary world that many of you inhabit and have inherited. So we ask that you consider this. If it does not feel like an aligned match for you to take it on at this time, then it is not the solution for you at this time. But for many, this will ring true, or it will feel as though it is something that you would wish to try out for yourselves. Because when you can be in that space of seeing a problem as an opportunity to create, you become inspired. You sit in the energy of a creator. And that is what each of you are. We would also like to share with you an activity so that you can more freely feel into not just your reactionary states, but your peace, P-I-E-C-E, of peace, P-E-A-C-E. If you were to imagine and really feel yourself as a lake, and really feel within you and all around you how deep that water could go, how expansive that body of water could be. And can you feel down to the depths of you? How does that water feel? Is it clear? Is it murky? Is it teeming with life, teeming with activity, teeming with creativity? Or does it feel stagnant, mired in the muck? And if you feel out to the very edges of who you are as this lake, when you meet against a mass of land, how does it feel? How do your boundaries feel? Does it feel as though those around you, and so in this example, let us say the trees that exist on the shores of your lake, can they dip their roots into you for nourishment, or do they retract and move away from you? Is it barren land surrounding your lake, or is it lush with life? And how does the surface of your lake appear? Do you have a very still and serene and calm surface? Or do you experience your waters to be very wavy and very choppy? Just feel into this with no judgment as a way to observe how you are, as a frequency, expressing yourself in this moment. This can be a helpful way for many of you can imagine this. You've seen this in your physical world. You know what a lake looks like. This can be a nice way for you to envision what frequency can feel like. For if you explore, as we guided, from the top down, from the top out, both deep and wide and expansive, this can help you detect your own energy and what you are putting into the world and how you are existing in a state of peace, or you may say fussiness, unease. And then the next step of this exercise would be to then co-create with your lake. If you tune into this energy and you find that the waves are very choppy and it feels very scattered, and maybe it feels as though the depths of the lake are scary and dark and not somewhere you want to explore, and the boundaries, the shores of your lake are not teeming with life. They are instead very barren. There's a lot of erosion at those shorelines, perhaps. How can you, as the lake, adjust? Can you calm your own waters so that they are peaceful? Can you calm and clean your own waters so that they are more fit to share life and joy and creation with others. For you have within you the ability to bring forth beautiful creations and to bring forth and support the world around you with this beauty. We ask that you learn to tune in, harness it, and nurture it for yourselves. And we thank you for this co-creation of the moment that we've shared today. Be blessed. Thank you. So what did you think of the message and the exercise? I've been practicing that activity for the past few days, both in around my meditations, but just in general. If something in the day for me feels a little chaotic or particularly things that I need to find a solution for, I have found if I drop into that reflection of the lake, pun intended, because you can look into a lake and see your reflection. But if I kind of drop into that space and really assess if I'm a lake, are my waters choppy? How does the shore look? Does it feel clean and filtered? And that for me, I then, kind of extrapolate that out as a metaphor and say, if I find something there that feels less than optimal, what do I need? So if things feel choppy, do I need to drop into a breathing exercise? Do I need to go outside and go for a quick walk? Do I need to maybe just take a moment for myself? Do I need to say an affirmation or connect in with an affirmation? Do I need to do some energy healing? It could be any different kind of solution or technique that I can use to shift that energy. And sometimes even just being aware of the need that you're not where you are can help. And we sometimes figure that out after we've said the thing we wish we could take back, or we've had the quick reaction in anger or frustration that we don't want. This allows us maybe to catch that before it bubbles up to that point and better control and manage our own frequency, which then, to the point that they started with, that then helps us be in a state of peace, P-E-A-C-E, that becomes a piece, P-I-E-C-E, of the greater whole. So let me know what you thought in the comments. And also, if you're new here, I'd love to meet you, to know where you're watching from, where you're tuning in from. So leave me a message and say hi if you feel called to do so. And I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.